want to see if it's as good as I made it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
I added in a little bit more seasonings. I wanted to, I don't know,
Spice
build it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of good flavors, just the right amount of heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excellent. Mm.
Okay, if that doesn't make me happy. Hi everyone, I'm Amy Roloff, and I'm in my little kitchen. And today we're going to make, this is kind of a new dish for me because I don't think I've ever made it before. But this is called butter chicken. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you would call it an Indian dish. I think it's one of the more traditional, classic, kind of easy dish to kind of incorporate yourself into. Hang on, my rice is boiling. To kind of incorporate yourself into maybe some Indian cuisine. And basically that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna make butter chicken. You can use chicken thighs or chicken breasts. I had chicken thighs in my refrigerator, so that is what I am using. There's probably, I don't know, I'm gonna say 4 to 6 chicken thighs in here. It doesn't look like much, does it? But when you think about a chicken thigh, it's not that very big to begin with. So anyway, we are gonna marinate this. We're gonna try and tenderize the chicken. You don't have to marinate it that long, I hope, because I'm gonna use a little bit of Greek yogurt, create that acidity, creaminess. And this is gonna be part of our sauce because it's gonna be all over the chicken, and we're gonna incorporate that as we cook it and then later into the sauce. So anyway, we're making butter chicken today. I was thinking as I read multiple recipes online, and they were all basically the same thing, just a little bit different into if you want it spicy or kind of mild or whatever you may want. I think you can almost make this into a vegetarian butter chicken, because you don't have to use chicken. You could use cauliflower, roasted, seared, browned cauliflower, and incorporate that into your sauce. Of course, it'll add a little different flavor to it, but I don't know. I still think it's a possibility. But we're using chicken today, so let's get going. We're making butter chicken today in Amy's little kitchen. So let me get a spoon here. I'm gonna add maybe about a cup, I think a cup. About a cup of Greek yogurt. I use Greek yogurt because that's what I have all the time. If you don't wanna use Greek yogurt, I would definitely use just plain yogurt. Full fat. I mean, if we're gonna go for it, let's go full fat. We're gonna do, oh, that's probably about enough. Probably too much, really. And we're gonna incorporate some of the seasonings. So I got cumin here. I don't know, I don't know, I like to have a little, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons, let's go 2.5, maybe 3. 3 teaspoons of cumin. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I forgot to get my ginger out. We're gonna add fresh ginger, minced up fresh ginger. Now, this is really the spice. I don't have my glasses on, so I really can't tell you what's in it right now because I can't read it all. But this is Garam Masala. And I guess that's a traditional spice used in Indian dishes, but if it is, it smells so good. Oh yeah, it smells so good. Okay, I can't even get that in here. Wow, I couldn't get it in here, but I got in here. So I'm gonna estimate. Okay, that's probably about 1 teaspoon, 2. We're gonna go 3 with this too. Just because, I don't know, I like the smell of it. We're gonna go a little less on the turmeric. Turmeric, oh my gosh. Turmeric. This is it. This is a local, store brand, because I couldn't Tell you the truth, I couldn't reach this spice up in the high shelf and there was no one else around to get it for me. So this is really the one that I could reach. So turmeric. We're definitely gonna add in a teaspoon, maybe just a dash more. I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna add in a few red pepper flakes. That's it. And because I did not get out my ginger, let me go get my ginger. I'll cut that up and we'll add in minced ginger to this and add it to the yogurt chicken mixture. Okay, it's butter chicken tonight. So, I'm gonna put the lid on this spice here, the Garam Masala. Oh, look at that. It smells so good. I tell you, they definitely know their spices. Here I've got my ginger right over here. This is a little larger piece. I'm not sure if I need that because ginger can be kind of a powerful spice. So if you add too much, man, you'll really get a zing. So I'm gonna try and get at least a teaspoon or just slightly over a teaspoon. But I definitely wanna make sure it's all minced up so it can be incorporated all through the chicken. Now, the one thing I'm debating right now, do I get my hands in this or do I use a spoon? Sometimes I like my hands to be in it, sometimes I do not. And so I'm not sure if I want my hands in it this time. What is this piece? This little piece looks a little ragged. Looks a little too stringy. I would have to say cutting up like anything else, chopping and slicing and mincing certain things takes up a little more time. So we definitely got, I don't know, definitely a teaspoon. Well, we're gonna say 2. 2 teaspoons of ginger, why not? Put that over there. I'm gonna use a spoon. I just feel like I need to use a spoon to start it off with. Then we're gonna mix up all this, all the herbs, and well, I should say spices. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And if you like it a little more spicy, just add in a little more garam masala. I don't know if that'll add a little more spice. Or a little more red pepper flakes, or go ahead and use a little bit of cayenne. But we're gonna marinate this chicken. I wanna make sure the yogurt gets all in there. And the one thing I like about using Greek yogurt here is because it's thicker. It's gonna adhere to the chicken a little bit better than maybe running all over the place, because regular yogurt is slightly runnier. And Greek yogurt is what I have in my fridge. Definitely anywhere from a half a cup to a cup. I might have added a little bit too much of Greek yogurt in here. So yeah, I would probably say, where's that one measuring thing? Oh yeah, here. Yeah, I'd say maybe about a half a cup. Start off with a half a cup, and if you think you need more Greek yogurt, do it. You know what I forgot to add here? There's a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. I don't know. Maybe half a teaspoon. A little bit of pepper. And we're gonna let this marinate all in here with all the spices and the herbs. No, all the spices. There are no herbs in this. What am I talking about? Because like I said, all this is gonna be incorporated into the sauce as well. There we go. Chicken, butter chicken. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, let this marinate for about 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up an onion, or what onion I have left here. And I think I'm gonna chop up some cilantro, or if you don't like cilantro, maybe a little parsley. Add a little bit of green color in there. And, but I love cilantro, but I'm not sure if I have any. So I might have to go with just parsley, but either one will work. And so yeah, let's get going. Oh yeah, we're also gonna do a little bit of coconut milk. I have unsweetened because I don't want it, you know, too sweet, unsweetened. And I'm also gonna add in a little bit of chicken broth, because if it's too thick and we need to loosen it up a little bit, then we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Okay, I read over my little notes that I made for myself, and I forgot the garlic. Of course I want garlic in this dish. How can you not have garlic? So depending on how much garlic you would like, because I should have used a little less yogurt in this, because I don't think I had enough chicken to warrant that much yogurt. I've got about 4 garlic cloves here that I'm gonna try and chop up, mince up. I want the hint of garlic, but I don't want it to be overpowering. And this way you just get a little bit of garlic in every little bite. And then when this is done marinating, we will kind of sear the little pieces of chicken that I cut up from the chicken thighs. Or if you had chicken breasts, the pieces that you cut up there, you kind of want to sear each piece as best you can. In the sense, you don't want to like steam it. So I'm hoping that I don't have too much garlic here. I mean, yogurt. So I'm just going to add this to the dish here. Kind of fold it into the chicken. We're going to marinate it, like I said, about 30 minutes. Then we'll take it out of the fridge. Let it sit for another 5 or so just to cool down or warm up. I mean, this is really an easy dish. I've got rice cooking over here. I'm going to try and get some like naan bread if I have any. If not, I'll maybe substitute tortilla if they're thick, or pita if they're thick. Anyway, if I had naan, that would be great. Or naan bread. Okay, there we go. We're done. We're finally done. I'm going to put this in the fridge, wrap it up. I think this would make a great like bowl too. You don't have to like serve it on a plate with the rice, this on the side. And then served with a little bread and with parsley or cilantro. There we go. So we're gonna head on over to the stove here. I'm gonna turn this on, heat up my pan a little bit, because we're gonna get going on the chicken. It's been in the refrigerator marinating. Whoa. Marinating for about 30 minutes. If it does it, you know, if you marinate it for 20 minutes and stuff, I think that'll be all okay too. I think this is just a quick marinade and not something that you got to put in there for, you know, like 2 hours. So I'm going to heat this up a little bit. We're going to do the chicken first. Oh, you know what? I don't have my apron on. What am I doing? Okay, I'll be right back. I got a little cold with my sleeveless shirt on, and so I put on this little blue coat because I'm in the middle of doing a virtual speaking presentation of all things. I got to record it and send it to them by tomorrow. And it takes me a couple of takes just to get what I want said right. It's a lot different than when you're in the audience, because you can see the faces, you can feel their reaction, their presence, and everything like that. So virtual's a little different. I don't have a lot of experience on that, but anyway. Okay, I think this is going to be good. Let's just scoop this chicken on here. We're gonna save all of this because this is all gonna be incorporated in the sauce. And this yogurt marinade and all of the wonderful spices will help brown it. I just added a little bit of, no, I think I'm gonna do this one. And this is chicken thighs. Chicken thighs, you know, it's not on the bone. You're just kind of spreading it out, breaking it up. I'm so glad I used this pan. Okay, we're gonna let it just sit here for a little bit. Let it sear, I don't know, maybe a couple of minutes. Make sure I got it on centered right. Oh yeah, it's looking good already. I can smell it too. Oh, I know Chris probably wants me to turn on the fan because it's gonna smell up the whole house. I'm gonna get ready to flip this here in a minute. Look at this. This looks all so good. I tell you guys, these spices, oh, they're so warm and oh, they just smell so nice. I have to be patient and let the meat sear. Bring you guys over to it. See how it's bubbling up? Just let it sit there and then you can kind of flip it all over at the same time. Hi, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying it, and I would really appreciate it if you liked it and subscribed to it. And oh, don't forget to click that little bell up there and you'll be notified of future videos that are new and coming on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for that. And I would really appreciate it if you shared the video and let other people know and encourage them to subscribe and like the videos as well. So anyway, thank you, and back to the video. I'm gonna get ready and just check it out here. Oh yeah, it's starting to brown. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna kind of flip these all over, let them continue to cook and sear on the other side. Chicken thighs have, you know, some fat in it. I probably didn't need the olive oil in this non-stick pan. So when you're cooking the chicken, you can do with or without. But look at how nice and brown it is. Of course, some of this the coloring may come from the turmeric and the masala spice. I tell you, this looks so good. I'll make sure I get them all flipped over. There we go. There's the other side. Just a few more minutes and this will be done. We'll be able to continue on. Look at that nice golden, kind of orangey, yellowish coloring to it. Oh, and it smells so good. Okay, before I remove the chicken, I'm gonna add in about 2-3 tablespoons of butter because that'll give its richness, creaminess, and flavor to it. Guess I did soften up my butter. Just get that in there. Turn my heat down just a little bit. Oh yeah, the butter helps it all come together. Kind of incorporates a little bit of the sauce in here. All of this flavor mingling in with the remainder of the sauce, because basically this dish is about the sauce. I mean, let's be honest here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do just a little bit more butter. I have unsalted butter here, so if you do use unsalted butter, just make sure you add a little bit of salt in here. And that's mainly for flavor. Oh yeah, this looks so good. And I have my chicken broth ready just in case this thickens up too much. All right, did the butter melt? Yep. And like I said, you can use chicken thighs or chicken breasts cut into, you know, kind of like big bite-sized pieces. There we go. Okay, I'm going to clean out this bowl and put it in this bowl. Then we'll get ready for the remainder of the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to try and scoop all of this chicken into this bowl. We'll see how that goes. Let me turn off the heat. Okay, there we go. Because we're going to cook up the onion and the tomato. Oh, man, these pans are so heavy. Okay, there we go. I was really hoping that I wouldn't spill this all over the place. Okay, I don't have enough strength in my arms. I better lift some weights a little more. So we're gonna cook. There we go. See? Doesn't look like a lot of chicken, but you know, kind of is. This will serve maybe 2 to 3 people, depending on how much everyone wants to eat. Just gonna put a little bit of butter in here, not a lot. And just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on this again, and then we're gonna add in our onions. Oops, I have the onions here. Okay, we've got a little bit of oil and butter heating up here. We're gonna add in the onions. The one thing I did forget to tell you, because I did add a lot of spice, you know, the cumin, the Garam Masala, the ginger, garlic, a little bit of red pepper flakes, you know, in the marinade, and we cooked the chicken in there. But I'm also gonna incorporate a little bit more into when I cook the onions. We'll add in those spices along with 2 cloves of garlic minced and about a half a teaspoon of minced or very finely chopped ginger. So let's get the onions going here. Okay. And we're gonna cook these down a little bit, so they're a little bit translucent and not so crunchy. We're gonna cook them down until they're soft, your onion. Oh yeah, it's already smelling good. I forgot about the added spices in this part of this dish. And I'm going to try and break down my recipe as to what we do for the marinade and what we do for this part. I find that to be a little more easier to maybe follow a recipe or understand. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we're going to have this cook for a little bit longer until they're soft, and then we'll go ahead and add in the tomato paste. Oh no, we're gonna go ahead and add in the spices along with the garlic and ginger. We'll let that cook for a little bit till they're fragrant. We'll incorporate the tomato paste in here, cook that down, and get that nice, you know, robust, roasted, little bit of hint of sweetness to those tomatoes, to that tomato paste. And then we're gonna add in the coconut milk. Then we'll add in the chicken. We'll see if we actually need any broth. There we go. Look at all that goodness, man. Look at all that. Oh, I cannot wait to eat this. I think I'm getting hungry. I'm going to turn off the fan here. I'm going to incorporate my 2 cloves of garlic additional, along with, I don't know, this is probably only a half a teaspoon of ginger. If you want to add another teaspoon, I think that'll be okay. Get all that in there. It's kind of, just cook until it's fragrant. Then we're going to add in, then we're going to add in the seasonings. We're going to add in, I don't know, maybe another half a teaspoon of cumin. I don't want the pan to be too hot. Probably another teaspoon of Garam Masala. A little bit more. Just a little bit of turmeric. Oh, I don't know why I can't get this open. Just a little bit of that. Say about a quarter of a teaspoon. Just a dash of red pepper flakes. I like a little bit of heat, but I think I would overpower it with cayenne pepper or something. Yeah, and we're just gonna toast those up a little bit, along with the onions. Man, I tell you, one story that I have, I think I've told it before, when it comes to curry Indian type of seasonings or foods. Must have had it when I was pregnant with one of the boys, or one of my kids really. I don't know if it was my daughter or one of the boys. Anyway, ever since that, I have not been keen on doing curry or Indian type food. But lately I have been, and I want to get back into, you know, some of these, I don't know what I would call probably more palatable Amy or American dishes or something when it comes to Indian food. So we're just gonna turn this down just a little bit. We're just gonna kind of incorporate the tomato paste with the spices and the onions. Just do this on medium heat. If you want, maybe medium low would be good too. Just gonna cook up the tomato paste a little bit. Now, coconut milk is a little different story here. I'm not used to cooking with that. Last time I did cream, I don't know what the cream to me is thicker, but it might be all mixed in. I think with coconut milk, a lot of the water is to the bottom. So let's see how this works. Let's see how it works here. I know, Chris is probably wondering where food is. Where's dinner? And that's okay, because I enjoy cooking for him, even if he is a little picky. So we're gonna add in some coconut milk. Whoa! Boy, it all came sliding out. Okay, let's break this up a little bit. I don't know, I think coconut milk gives it that little extra flavor, creaminess. I almost want to get a whisk. So we're gonna heat this up a little bit. Let's cook it through. I can already tell the sauce is gonna be thickening up here, which is good. I'm glad I added in those extra spices and garlic and ginger, because I think that'll be another layer of goodness, flavor, and depth to this dish. This is butter chicken, and we're gonna add some more butter to this. Just kind of trying to mix this all together so I don't have thick sauce in with some loosey-goosey sauce. I think I burnt my finger when I touched the pan. I think I'm gonna have to find a better hot. Oh, look at that deep color. Man, that's good. Okay, did I forget anything else? I'm always afraid I'm forgetting something. Since I want to add the butter in before I add in the chicken, I'm just going to add in, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. I want to taste the sauce before the chicken comes in here, just in case if it needs a little more salt. So we're just going to stir it till the butter melts. Oh, man. You guys, this is so good. And like I said, if you think your sauce is too thick, I don't think it is yet. I don't want to add water. I'd rather add a little bit of chicken broth. Okay, I want you to come over here and see this sauce. I don't know if you can see it quite from there. Look at that deep color. Man, this is good. This looks so good. Okay, let me use this spoon. Just a little taste. Oh man, this is smooth. This is rich. Just gonna add in a little more salt though. A couple of dashes. Let's stir that around. Oops, sorry about that, people. I'm using one hand to do the camera and another hand to, let me add this chicken in now. Okay, I'll get the rest of that in that bowl in a minute here. Oh yeah. Incorporate all of that. I definitely probably could have added another chicken to this, but this is all I had. I definitely do 4 chicken breasts. You want about 2 cups. Depends on how much sauce you want. Oh no, this is plenty. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. Let's incorporate and mix all this sauce together so we don't have a little bit of yellow and red. You guys, I'm loving this. Okay, I'm gonna put you down so that I can get all of that in here as well. And on top of that, I'm going to incorporate a little bit of parsley. I'd probably prefer cilantro myself, but I didn't have any. So we're gonna make do and use parsley. Can you see that? I think you can still see me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me add the rest of the stuff that's in this bowl. I don't want all this stuff to go to waste. See, this was not that hard of a dinner. It's one pan. So we're gonna have this heat through. I'm gonna do it for about 10 minutes, kind of like on low. Just enough for it all to incorporate the flavors, the sauce, the chicken, the spices. Just make sure the chicken has absorbed a lot of that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish doing the parsley. Okay, this has been simmering for a little bit, and I think the sauce is just right. I did have chicken broth on reserve to make sure my sauce wasn't too thick. Now, I forgot to mention, if you don't like coconut milk, adding heavy whipping cream, probably a little less, like I would say maybe 3/4 of a cup in replace of the coconut milk. I don't know, this is Indian food, and I just thought, I don't know, coconut milk just seemed to fit. And I wanted to give it a try. So I'm gonna add in some, this is the time that you wanna add in your cilantro or parsley, whatever you want. I would prefer cilantro, but I did not have it on hand. I should have. And so that will add a little bit of color, flavor, subtlety, but it will still add. And then I'll reserve just a little bit to sprinkle on top. So I'm just gonna let this sit for another few minutes. And I'm gonna bring you guys over there because I'm gonna dish this up, take a bite. Oh, luscious. I'm gonna see if I have any naan bread, N-A-A-N, I think, naanan bread. We'll see. Okay. Look at this now. Oh, so good. Yeah. This is gonna be great over rice. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but the rice is steaming. We are ready to eat. So let me get a different spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and dish up all of this goodness. You can pour it totally over the rice. Or just a little bit over the rice and the rest on the side. It's really up to you. Hopefully Chris will like this. Get a little more of that juice in there. Oh yeah. Okay, oops. I've got to make this look pretty. Sprinkle a little parsley on it. Fresh parsley. I didn't really have naan bread. I wish I did, but I didn't. So we're just going to use this. It's pita bread, really. I'd prefer the other bread, but I thought I had it, but I didn't. There you go. That's what's for dinner tonight over at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. So I hope you follow me on my YouTube channel at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. This is butter chicken, easy to make. It is so good. I made it for the first time before when we had a friend over. They loved it, so I had to make it again for myself and Chris, but also for all of you. So I don't know what your version of it is, but this is kind of like mine, and I think you can definitely shake it up a little bit. But also you want to be true to the culture, to Indian cuisine. So hopefully I did that here. I don't know, but it's good. I'm going to bring Chris on down here, so we're going to taste it. So anyway, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, from mine to yours. Enjoy. So Chris was upstairs. He's planning our trip to Alaska with a few other people. So he's been doing a lot of reading, catching up, finding out our route, figuring out our route and things to do. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I worked up an appetite.
Yeah, finally it's done, huh?
Finally, yeah. Only an hour and a half later than she told me.
you know, it takes a little bit of time doing other things and doing the video. But anyway,
it'll be worth the wait.
we've got good food here. This is butter chicken, so check it out over at my YouTube channel, Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. I want to see if it's as good as I made it the first time. Do you think?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
I added in a little bit more seasonings. I wanted to, I don't know,
Spice
build it up a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of good flavors, just the right amount of heat. Yeah, excellent.
Okay, if that doesn't make me happy. So from my kitchen to yours, till next time, keep gathering. Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen.